Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Fresh video out for the very first year of 2023. My plan is to get to most of the team sports in the UK. We first head to Teamsport Farnborough. A lot has changed, and I'm sure I will explain everything in this video and hopefully shows you guys some great racing too. Anyways, enough of this little intro right now. Let's get straight into the video. Enjoy. Okay, so welcome to Team Sport at Farnborough. So much has changed over the past few months. I think it was back in October time, I think maybe just before October, they decided to do a completely change at Farnborough's racetrack. They completely changed the layout of the track, and also they brought in the new electric karts now, which are exactly the same karts over at Teamsport Eastleigh. So yeah, let's go and check out the track in that. Not much else has changed apart from the actual karts and tracks, so hopefully this time it won't be so symmetrical, because previously it was quite a boring track, I have to say to myself. And the old electric karts, well, you can tell they were a little bit outdated comparing over to the karts over at Eastleigh. Very interested to go and check out this new layout with the brand new electric karts as well. So I would like to mention that previous layout, there used to be a pit upstairs as well as down here, but it seems like they've fully extended the pit area now, as upstairs, if you look at the previous footage, that it all kind of just got moved back down here, which is actually fantastic because it makes it a little bit more layout of the track upstairs, a little bit more wider. There's a lot more racing and stuff as well. So, and one thing I have noticed as well, that it's reversed. Previously I remember we used to come down the ramp and there used to be a really tight hairpin here, and make your way around and go up the ramp a little bit further to just over there. It's going to be real interesting. I reckon it's going to be, it probably feel like a whole new track. It's just like a whole new, it's like you've never been to Farnborough before. So yeah, very, very interested to get on this track, and how about let's just jump on and see how this goes. So we are here at Teamsport Farnborough. This is the very first session, and I have driven this kart before over at Eastleigh. Very good fun to drive. Sometimes it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I do like them to the fact that they do have a boost on them, and definitely want to go ahead and see what this track has to offer. So I managed to get around the whole track. I was a little bit speedy around the yellow lights, so I managed to get right at the back of the pack when this session is start, so you get to see some overtaking and a few bumps and all that kind of stuff. There's a bit of a squeeze through there, not sure how that happened, but managed to get a few overtakes already. This gentleman went a little bit wide. I did push him into the tyre wall just a bit over there. I do apologise about that. But this bit, I quite like this bit. It's top speed coming around here. You want to get close to the barriers as much as you can, and it dips down. You want to make sure you turn in correctly on these two hairpins, and then try and get a good exit and push your way around. By the time you get to here, you get to really start to feel the top speed of the karts. Go for another overtake here, and we're back to the start finish line. So I'll try and talk through it again, just seeing what's going on ahead. Go around this hairpin right here. It's very, very slidey on this part, but there are some grip tape on the floor, so you will get a little bit of grip going around these corners, especially that hairpin just before the ramp. Actually, you will slide a little bit over towards the barrier on the right. It is what it is. Go for another move right here, down through the dip. Try and get a good exit after the second hairpin, and try and stay with this guy. So believe it or not, these first few laps, I haven't been using the boost button. I keep forgetting about it. I did forget. And I also don't know whether you notice as well, when coming down that ramp, everyone brake light will turn on. So what this does is when you're at top speed, even though your foot is all the way down on the throttle and you're not using your brake, these karts just have a top speed of them and it will never get past it. Right there was a cheeky move for myself. I did kind of force him a little bit wide. I was like, you know what, I'm going to give this guy plenty of room back. I think he deserves that position, and I definitely will try it again. So right now I really should use my boost right here and try and get past him, but again, I keep forgetting that the button is there. So as you can see, the light is on, it's braking as well. It's not really braking, it's just stopping you from going over a speed limit. So it was rather annoying. You definitely will feel it in the karts. You kind of like go down the ramp like, come on, speed up, and it won't. So it was something to get used to. I thought I'd try and make a move here, but it keeps moving over to the left. I really wouldn't back out on that one, but eventually I managed to get the overtake. A little bit dirty of myself, but it's what it is. Try and squeeze through here. You get a lot of contact in these team sport venues. I was side by side with this guy, leaving me no room, and that's it, I was stuck.
You're right, mate.
He didn't leave me room.
Yeah, no, I saw.
I was right beside him as well.
No, no.
Oh well.
He's gonna get a little flag.
It is what it is. Thank you very much.
No problem, mate. You okay?
Yeah, I'm all good. Thank you very much.
As you heard, it sounded like the gentleman got himself a black flag. Should I have backed out of that? Not 100% sure. Was it my fault? Again, I don't think it was, but feel free to throw it down in the comments below and let me know whether that was his corner or mine. I thought I was a little bit more along the side, more than 50%. I should have had the space on the right there, but that's what I think. I think if I was the other gentleman, I should have left space. But we'll go again, we'll try and push our way through. Got shoved a little bit behind there, I felt a big hit on the back. Trying to follow this person who started braking randomly in front of me. Not 100% sure what's going on, but managed to get past no problem after a few bumps here and there. But yeah, with that incident, it was a bit of a strange one. Yeah, again, let me know in the comments below of what your thoughts are. So as you can see, it's a little bit slidey here. It's just making sure that you're slow enough through these corners, but try and get a good exit speed. Try not to get that little slide and wheel spin down in that little section. And what thing I have noticed,
so today I just had my first session with the brand new layout and the new electric carts. Interesting, very, very interesting. I got murdered. Yes, there's a lot of mistakes that I've done. I think we were just all bad as each other, and I think there was a lot to learn. So I managed to get a 45.0 on the dot, which I don't know whether that's a good lap time. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know. I absolutely adore the new layout. It is fantastic. I really, really like the two like hairpins at the top. I think they were really, really good. There were some areas where, especially when you go down the ramp coming towards the pit entry, you really start to feel the carts restrict you from going faster. If it was petrol, God, it would just keep going. You go really, really fast around them corners, and you kind of just have to be smooth with it. You feel it just like trying to hold you back, and it's trying to, let's say for example it reaches 40 miles per hour, he will not go past that, but in the petrol of course you'll get past it. But other than that, I really, really like the new layout. But other than that, much, much better than the previous Farnborough layout. So yeah, we've got one more session to go. Really looking forward to that one. Hopefully I'll make less mistakes, and I'll try and get into the 44s. We'll just go from there, but bear in mind there will be a lot of traffic, so we go from there. All right, see you in the next round.
So starting the second round now, just coming out to the pits. There's one thing I would like to quickly point out. I around about turn 2, there was actually a camera on the side. You probably noticed there's a lot of flashing. You get to see it very, very shortly. So when we come around turn 1 into turn 2, look to your left, and there's a camera right there. Take a picture of you. I think it's one of the new things that I've seen in team sport. It is quite irritating that you get a flash in your eyes. I was wearing a tinted visor and it was still quite bright. I think it's one of them things where you can actually view your photo at the bar, and you can purchase the photos. I didn't even check how much they are or anything. No disrespect, I wasn't really that interested getting the photo taken. But again, I think it was pretty cool that there are, you know, friends and family that do go over to Teamsport Farnborough, and they want to get some really cool, awesome photos and of you around the track. So this next clip is a bit of a crazy one. I was following this gentleman in front in a red suit, and we were both quite desperately to go try and get past this driver, and I was following him through, and there was a few bumps there. He did lift, go through here, and that's it. Stop, rear ending. It was a bit crazy. He then stopped on the track. Not 100% sure what's happened, but you get to hear my thoughts.
Right, under yellow, don't stop like that. That's the second time you've done it. Don't stop like that. Just slow down. Half racing speed. Slow down. Don't ever stop like that.
So with that situation, there's a lot of things that are at fault here. So when we were coming up to the start-finish line, I noticed a gentleman, the marshal, holding a black flag pointed at both of us, and yeah, the guy in the red suit, no, that was both of us that are being called in. So when I was coming down, go straight into the pits to find out what's happened. So in my thoughts, I think the gentleman started braking a bit too much. There was a bit of a sun glare that was coming through. We cannot see that light on the far back left, and unfortunately it was just one of them situations where he slowed down a bit too much and we rear-ended him. I think we were all at fault here, and but let me know what you think afterwards, and I'll share my views after this incident.
Okay, so that was the end of the day pretty much, and that was the second session. A little bit of carnage at the end. Yes, it looked like I got black flagged. It was quite strange. He'd let me go instantly. He didn't really have to go and speak to me. It all just happened so quickly. And I do apologise for shouting at this gentleman, but I wanted to educate him to say that that's not something that you should do. I don't know what they saw in the briefing. It's been a while since I've seen the briefing video, but last time I remembered, it does say under yellow conditions, and we all know the rules here, that you must slow down. But with that situation, it was quite difficult to tell because there was a sun glare coming in, and I had a tinted visor. I can't see that light until I get past the sun. But obviously the gentleman was a little bit further ahead, of course, and he saw it first, which made him slow down. But because it was such a fast section, and this is where you really need to start thinking about this, if you are planning on coming down here, this you know, please take my advice, that if you see a yellow flag or yellow light, please just lift. Don't brake quite hard to go and push you all the way down to like 2 miles per hour or something. Don't go that slow. I can understand that you need to slow down to that kind of pace if there's an actual incident and there's a marshal on track, but you can use your eyes. You can see a little bit further ahead of you. There's no one in front of you, so just use that space to slow down. Put your hand up to say, hey, I'm slowing down. Don't just slam on your brakes and all this kind of stuff. It will cause someone to crash behind you, and you will get either a back injury or maybe a whiplash, which is horrible. It is horrible. Accidents do happen. At the end of the day, it was our fault for crashing into him, but I had to educate him as well. But anyways, when it comes to this track layout, the track layout is brilliant. I much prefer it. Not a big fan of electric carts again, but it was still good. I do like the boost buttons. I think these electric carts are far better than what it was previously used. But anyways, this is the first video of the year, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this one. I'm planning on going to Reading next. We probably will do the Monday night social that is coming up very soon. So if anyone sees this video and then end up joining that session, yeah, it'd be really cool to come see you all. Anyways, give it a like, give it a subscribe if you are new here, if you would like to see some future content. Let me know what your favorite part is, or let me know in the comments below what is your lap times. I understand there are 2 different versions of these carts. They can go a little bit faster in social events, but please let us know what setting is on as well. Anyways, have a good day, have a good evening, take care now, bye bye.